Here is another question that keeps coming up and we keep getting asked. The question is, are we going into a recession? It is important to remember recession does not equal a housing crisis. According to Doug Brien, CEO of Mynd Property Management, stated, with the exception of two recessions, the Great Recession from 2007-2009 and the Gulf War recession from 1990 to 91, no other recessions have impacted the U.S. housing market. According to Freddie Mac Home Price Index data collected from 1975 to 2018, here is an example of a graph from information from CoreLogic that shows just that. Obviously, the last crash on the housing market in 2008 saw a devastating decrease in home prices. Because of what was happening back in 2008, loans that were rated as D loans were being sold as A loans. Also back then, we had stated income loans where people could just state what they made without proving it, and therefore often were not truthful and couldn't afford the payment. So we had a major default. Also back then, homes from 1 month to the next month were appraising for $20, $30, or even as high as over $100,000 more than the previously home being sold. That does not make sense and should never have happened. And we have to understand that 2008 is much different than what is happening now. According to David Rosenberg, chief economist of Gluskin, Sheff, and Associate Inc., states what 9/11 has in common with what is happening today is that the shock has also generated fear and anxiety among the general public. People avoided crowds then as they believed another terrorist attack was coming, and are acting the same way today to avoid getting sick. The same part of economy are under pressure. Airlines, leisure, hospitality, restaurants, entertainment, consumer directory service in general is under attack. It is as though all of these services on pause, so our economy has been put on pause as people are sheltering in place. So if we compare this to 9/11 and the dot-com crash, we see the S&P 500 dropping drastically from September of 2002 until October of 2002. However, at the same time, we see an increase in annual home price appreciation ranging from 6.6% to 8.6%. Obviously, this is very different from what we saw in 2008. Here, I'm not giving my opinion, I'm just stating what experts are saying, and I thought it could be of service to you. Feel free to reach out to me or Lennaea at GetSood Skyline Properties with any questions or concerns. We are always here to help.